All right, Tubi horror weekend. We got this one is movie number 7, Dolls from 1987. I actually got onto this because James A. Janice of Dead Meat, he did a stream. I wasn't able to watch the stream when it was on because I was out cashing my check and whatever, but I watched it afterward. He was going through his movies, and he pointed out this movie, Dolls from 1987, and I was like, I saw that on Tubi, and I kind of might want to check that out. Maybe do a Tubi Tuesday on it. This is before I planned on doing this weekend, and but I wasn't sure. And then he pointed out that it was produced by Charles Band, directed by Stuart Gordon. I was like, yep, definitely gonna check that out. I'm a fan of Charles Band's work with Full Moon features, which I plan on bringing back the Full Moon-a-thon maybe the next weekend. I don't know. There's other stuff I want to do, but because I gotta finish the Killjoy movies, and I hear they get better from 3 on. So the first 2 have stopped me from going forward. But I'm a fan of the Full Moon features things. Some of them are go a little too far, but for the most part, I'm a fan of Charles Band's work and Full Moon features. And I've become a fan of Stuart Gordon. Dreams in a Witch House episode of Masters of Horror, Reanimator. I swear I watched one more of his movies. And then, he's connected to Brian Usna, who did Silent Night Part 4 and 5. Well, he produced 5. And Society, which is my goal to get that movie. It's an aerial video release, so it's not cheap. But it's one of my goals. It'd be like the holy grail of my Blu-ray collection if I was able to get it. But, yes. So this is Dolls from 1987, the year I was born, as I mentioned before. And this involves a family, sort of. A man, his wife, and his daughter get stranded in the mud in the middle of a storm and take refuge at this old couple's house in the middle of nowhere, basically. They get there, and eventually they are also joined by Ralph, a strange man, a childlike man who has picked up 2 British hitchhikers. And his car also broke down in the mud. And so they all stay the night at this house, and they slowly but surely start to realize the dolls come to life. And so first and foremost, this is the worst parents in the world. Well, it's the dad and a stepmother. It's very obvious as you go throughout the film. He's married this woman for her money. That's what he wants. He doesn't care about the daughter. There are some, like, once he thinks that Ralph is a bad guy and tried to do something to her, like hurt her or something, he does, try to defend her, but ultimately he's kind of a bad parent. But it's really when he finds his dead wife's body that he freaks out, because now he knows he's not going to have any money. And he doesn't say it so much, but I think that's why he freaks out. But, excuse me, hold on. I was watching just McGillicuddy's review for the movie, and I paused it, and he's like staring right at me. So I gotta turn off the TV. Because literally, I'm looking over and I see this. He's just pausing me. But, so yeah, and then there's these 2 British ladies, Enid and I don't remember the other one, but they're obviously not really British because they have terrible British accents. And they just wanted to steal Ralph's wallet, and now they're trying to steal the antiques, or antiques? I don't know, that this old couple has. And so the dolls come to life and they kill the blonde first. Is that Enid? I don't really care. And yeah, I gotta tell you, this is before Full Moon Features was Empire Productions, Empire Pictures, or something like that. The puppet work in this, even the stop motion puppet work, you have regular puppet work, you have stop motion, fantastic. There is a scene towards the end of the film. So when the dad freaks out, the little girl, who I thought was like a dwarf, because the way she acts, she claims to be 7 years old, although she gotta be younger than that. She was born in 1978. In 87, she's like 9, right? She was 9 years old, but she was acting like she was, I don't know. I liked this little girl, though. I thought she was one of the funniest things in the film, just the way she acted towards the adults. It was funny, but she has this, what was it? Mr. One of those dolls with that little thing and punk. I forgot what it's called, but the dad beats the hell out of it when it tries to attack him, and he smashes it. So the old couple, who are revealed to be a witch and wizard, turn him into a Mr. Hit doll. I think it's Mr. Hit. And the transformation scene, him turning into this doll, is fantastic. Some of the best transformation work I've seen. Probably on par with the American Werewolf in London vampire thing. I'm sorry, or werewolf thing. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a fantastic transformation. His hands gets all warm, his face, and you get the hump in the back. It's fantastic transformation. The puppet work in this film, and it's Charles Band. When it comes to puppets, he's one of the best, and it's fantastic. And of course, you also got Stuart Gordon, who's very good with body horror. So put those two together, it's fantastic. And yeah, during the night, I guess both Ralph and the girl get knocked unconscious. I do like the scene where the dolls attack and kill the stepmom, though. And then the dad walks in, thinking he's gonna get a smoochie. Like, she fell out the window, but she's back in bed somehow. Like, the dolls move her back into bed, and he finds her body, and that's when he freaks out and blames Ralph, because Ralph, I don't know, because the other girl blamed Ralph for her friend's disappearance. I don't know. To be honest, I was dozing on and off. I mean, I could hear it. Trust me, I could hear it. But I was dozing on and off. Not that it was boring. Far from it. But as I'm reviewing this right now, it's 12:12 at night. It's after midnight. After midnight. So, yeah, it's getting late. But I don't want to stop. I want to watch another movie. Mostly because, well, here's the thing. If I was to, maybe I won't. See, the last time I did Tubi Horror Weekend, I had 10 movies that I did, and I ranked them all later. I didn't plan on doing the ranking at that point, and I wasn't planning to stop at 10, but I did. So if I was to stop here tonight and do the 3 movies I'm planning on doing tomorrow, which are related to Father's Day, that would be 10. Because I have 7 right now with this review. And the one tomorrow would be, the 3 tomorrow would be 10. So I think maybe I won't watch another one tonight. I'll just relax for the rest of the night. It's an idea. Anyway, the movie ends with the old couple convincing Ralph and the little girl that the dad and the stepmom took off, changed their names, and are moving to England or something, and then have taken the 2 British girls with them. I like how he like the old man, played by Guy Rolfe, he reads out the letter and he's like, Ralph's like, but the 2 hitchhiker girls. Oh yes, P.S. We're taking the hitchhikers with us. What? And when he tries to read it, he throws it in a fire, which is fantastic. And then, okay, let's just leave. And they find a teddy bear, which the stepmom threw into the bushes or whatever, and then she gives it to the old couple. I thought this was a pretty good film. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think this is the highest I've done so far for this one, which is weird because there's some good movies. No, I think I gave one of the. I don't remember. I have to look back, but this was pretty good for 1987. I may have to reevaluate my 1987 ranking because I've been watching more movies from that year. Excuse me. This is pretty good. It was pretty good. 8 out of 10. Stuart Gordon actually planned a sequel to this, but this money didn't make back any of its budget. Like, I think it cost $2 million, and I think it made like $3.5 million. So no, the makers back. They did have plans for the sequel, but I won't mention it here because I'm planning on doing a canceled sequel top 10, and this is definitely one I want to talk about in there because I would be interested in a sequel to this. Even the idea they had would have been interesting. So, yeah, we'll just wait till I do a top 10 on it because I gotta look up more canceled sequels, but yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Dolls from 1987? Leave them in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. Don't confuse this with a 2019 movie called Dolls because I hear that one's awful. But watch this one. It's free on Tubi right now for like the next 11 days because I think it's expiring soon. There's also a Scream Factory Blu-ray that's out there somewhere. I don't know. But, yeah, I highly recommend this movie. It's very fun and... yeah, I'm with James A. Janice. I do recommend this movie. I thought it was very fun. So, what are your thoughts? So, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. I already said that. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.